Are you thinking about making a move to Greensboro, North Carolina? I am here today to take you on a tour of 7 different parks, green spaces, parks here in the Greensboro area. Parsons. I live here, I love it here, and I want you to visit and hopefully stay here. Like, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on notifications because each week I'm going to be taking you on a tour of all things Greensboro, and I wouldn't want you to miss out on any of our adventures. 7 today, I'm going to show you 7 parks, and this is either going to be the best idea I've ever had or the worst idea I've ever had, but I decided to take my bike and show you on that. So it's either gonna be brilliant or it's gonna be a train wreck. So come on, let's go. Our first stop is Lindley Park in the Arboretum. 2 little sections combined. It's right off of Market Street. Wendover's on the other side. It's next to the neighborhood of Starmount Forest and Lindley Park. And they've got 2 different playgrounds for kids, basketball courts. Behind me you can see baseball fields, and they're always working. But what I love about this park is it's been professionally landscaped. They've brought in all these different varieties of plants and then have them in sections, and everything's labeled. So if you see something that you like, then you can go home and buy it. So the first stop I want to show you is the butterfly garden. If you go up to the very top, you look down, the whole shape around the water fountain, which is unfortunately not running right now, it's in the shape of a butterfly. Okay, come on, let's go. Let me go and show you. It's just so peaceful here. That's up top where you can look down and see the butterfly garden. But yeah, it's in the shape of a butterfly. But usually right there in the middle is where there's a water fountain. Yeah, like I said, so here it gives you, you know, ideas of what plants should be planted to bring in butterflies. But it's very peaceful here. There's tons of benches, places for you to sit. It's really well maintained. They're always working on it, and it's a really cool place, and it's not an overwhelmingly huge distance. My lazy kids can do it. You could do it too, or your kids could do it. So if you've got young little ones that can't make it very far, this is a good option. Okay, we're gonna head over to Hamilton Lakes, which is the next neighborhood over, and show you what kind of park trails they have over there. Okay, let's go. Our second stop that we are making today is at Hamilton Lakes, which is like 2 neighborhoods over from where we just were. So we really do have our next 2 stops are all right within several miles of each other, like 3 or 4, maybe 5 miles. I don't even think it's that far from downtown. So all these great outdoor spaces are right at your fingertips in downtown, close to downtown Greensboro. So Hamilton Lakes has, the trails here I think are about 3 miles. We rode them a lot during COVID and quarantine and during lockdown, and they're really fabulous. So you can pay $75 to be like a member of the Hamilton Lakes to come out here and fish. You would need, I don't know how much a fishing license is, but you need a fishing license. But they have a little lake, I'll show you it in a little bit, and if we're lucky, the swan will be out, because there's swans that are on the lake. But you could see behind me there's a park right there, like a playground. There's another one not that far away. Let me get on my bike and let me see if I can get us over there and we can see the swans. I can see the swans. Oh my gosh, we are so lucky today. We're so lucky. Yeah, so it's a private lake. Can you see him? It's like right there. Oh my gosh. Y'all. Oh my gosh. Look how pretty. This makes me real happy. Okay, we've got 7 that I'm trying to get you to. So we've hit up 2. Let's go check out the other ones. You ready? Let's go. Okay, our third stop, we are at the Bog Gardens, which it is right across the street from the Bicentennial Gardens. You can see it behind me, way back there by the stop sign. But I love the Bog Gardens, and let me tell you why. It is not far from where we just were. It's right behind Friendly. But what I love about this is it feels like, sometimes I feel like I'm kind of in a rainforest. I know that sounds a little crazy, and I don't know the vegetation of a rainforest. It's not that hot, but that's why I like it, is it's not that hot when you're out here because you're really covered by trees and a canopy, and you spend a lot of time on walking on bridges. And if you get to the end, I'll show you my favorite spot. But there's a stream running through it, and there's always ducks here, and sometimes geese at the big lake. And I really like it here, but I'm gonna show you 2 of my favorite spots. They have a bird trail too. So I see a lot of people here walking with binoculars on. But they got some bamboo, but there's a bird. But there's the stream that runs through here. It's just got such a good feeling down in here. And I love that we were walking on a bridge and there's trees everywhere. It is busier on the weekends. There tends to be a lot more kids here. People just wanting to get out of their house and get the kids out, get some energy out. But okay, I'm gonna keep showing you, and then I'm gonna show you my favorite part of the Bog Gardens. Ooh, there's an mallard. See it? So pretty. Right here behind me is my favorite thing that I think that we're gonna be seeing today. These Serenity Falls. It's so gorgeous. It's so peaceful and it's so quiet, and I love it. Our fourth stop is at the Bicentennial Gardens. And this one is way more open. It's not enclosed like the Bog Gardens. And you can see all the pretty flowers. This is also a much smaller walking trail. So it's good for little kids. You can see them running around. And hopefully we'll get some good flowers blooming on this ride. But they're right next to each other, literally right next. But it's so pretty. So yeah, this is it's a much different feel, right? It's got more grass here. Everything's just so pretty right now. Look at it. I feel like everything looks better in person than it does on camera, so hopefully this is gonna come across as pretty as it is in real life. But yeah, this is more open, it's greener, it's different feel than the bog gardens, but it's definitely just so pretty. They've got cobblestones or pavers and some slate and little meditation spots. So these are definitely like great areas to come out and sit and meditate. I mean, I'm out of breath, so I feel like I should take a rest and bring my drink. I left it in the car. There's a sign right there that says no bicycles. I was told by 3 people. I miss the sign every time. So do not ride your bike here. It's a no-no. Okay, the next stop that we're gonna make is Country Park. So I'm gonna have to hop in my car. That's on the kind of the other side of town. Not super far away, 15 minutes. But we're going to check out Country Park. You're gonna like that one. It's different than the ones that we've been seeing. Okay, let's go. We are at our 5th stop, which is Country Park. It is located off of Lawndale. It's kind of a little bit northern part of Greensboro, not super far out. But it backs up right to the Science Center. They also have an aquarium here, so it's super awesome. And right behind me is the carousel. So Country Park's pretty awesome. It's got paddle boats, you know, those things that you ride and you get into it like 5 minutes and then your like legs are burning. And yeah, they have those. I think it's $8 to ride for 30 minutes. And I don't know how big the trails are here because usually there's a paved path you can ride your bike on or walk. And then there's hiking trails throughout it. But it's a really nice area. They've got some playgrounds for the kids and it's a really good spot to come out, especially if you want to try and hit up both the Science Center and here. But you could really just ride the aquarium. Ride the aquarium. That would be interesting. Ride the carousel right behind me. Okay, so let me get my bike and I'll go take you on a quick little jaunt and hopefully I won't get in trouble again. So let me turn it around and show you what's down here. They've got like shelters, there's a playground. Paddle boards or paddle boats are down that way. I'll get you down there in a little bit. Oh, look how nice it is here. You can see people walking like way up there. So it is a bigger area. This park is bigger than where we were before. Some nice playground down there for the kids. And there's a dog park here. It's like 0.7 miles away. So it's up that way. You're gonna have to come and see it for yourself. But this is like a big loop. Look at that house up there. And you can see the carousel up there. And then they're building up some other stuff, I'm assuming for the Science Center. You can see the blue building up there. That's what the Science Center is. Got snowballs. That's where the paddle boats are, or you would rent them in that little shed down there. Bring somebody with really good quads. Every time we do it, we're like, this is a lot of work. And the kids get tired, and then you have to do all the work. And then over there, you can see the back part of the Science Center. That's where all those, the wooden decking is. All that's the Science Center, which is so much fun. Okay, our 6th stop is the Guilford Courthouse Military Park. Now, everybody here just calls it the Military Park, but it is on the National Park Association. It has to do with the Revolution and the war, and there were battlefields here. So sometimes during the year they have reenactments. I don't know anything about that, but if you do, and you like that, you may want to come out. But it's a great park because it's flat in a lot of spaces. There's some pea gravel up here, but then they also have things where you can come and read and find out the history on it. We are at our final stop. We are at Burr Mill Park, which has a ton to offer. It is not only has green space, it's got tons of space. So it's out here on a lake, and you've got part of the Greenway, which is the Atlantic Yadkin Greenway. And it goes from, we're almost to Summerfield. I mean, we're very far out of Greensboro. By far out, you know, I don't drive very far. So we're on the north side of Greensboro, and the Greenway goes all the way to High Point. It's almost finished. Part of it goes on a loop around downtown Greensboro. They've only gotten about 1.5 miles of the 4 miles. It's gonna be a 4-mile loop. So that's not finished yet. But Burr Mill has, like right behind me is the Wildlife Education Center. So this is something that you can go for kids to learn. They've got pavilions like the one behind me there. I think you can fish here. I've seen people fish, so maybe they were doing something illegal. I don't know. They have a golf course here, a public pool here that you can pay for, but it has a lot to offer. And on top of just having the Greenway, they have tons of trails. So many, I can't even take you on them. I used to bring my dog out here a lot. You're not supposed to take your dogs off leash, but if you've got a dog that's hyper and needs to run, you can do that. No, you cannot do that. Just don't get caught. But let me just take you down here on the bike path and show you a little bit of what it's got. Yeah, so it's like a nice, flat, you know, easily walkable footpath. That's what my husband calls them. My husband's from England, he calls them footpaths. We call them sidewalks, right? Sometimes I say footpaths, so it does confuse people. I apologize. But yeah, it's got these great footpaths, sidewalks, but then there's trails, and they're marked. Like here's one right here. I think this one's like a 5-mile loop. So there's the Owl's Roost loop right there. And then you can go mountain biking on it or walk it, hike it. But yeah, so then look at this lake here. Look how pretty this is. No swimming or no diving. Fishing pier. So you can fish. Oh my gosh, look at this view. I have seen people out here kayaking and paddleboarding, so that's something that you could do. I don't know if they're doing it illegally. I just assumed that you could. So yeah, so this is a great area in terms of going up and down for long periods. I did run a half marathon once, and I did train out here. But yeah, so this is a good place too for like a outdoor green space, or this one has probably the most options out of all of them that we've seen today in terms of doing things. Maybe the last one, the Science Center at Country Park. So thanks for coming on our adventure. I think the bike worked out okay. I mean, I was a little winded at points, but I mean, other than that, I hope you enjoyed it. And thanks for coming along. I hope you come back next week on whatever adventure we're gonna go on. I like to fly by the seat of my pants. Okay, thanks. See you soon.